Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please invite your friends and tell whoever in your list that we are live on air. Actually, this is a video I'm doing now before I leave. I have my bags ready to leave, getting ready to go out soon. And I will be in a different country. And the funny, someone sent me a message saying to me that this Abdul from Germany, he said that Christian Prince, he came to Germany because nobody listening to him in English, but he forgot the idiot. Still, I'm speaking in English anyway. I mean, Germany, he said that Christian Prince, he came. Let me just mute my phone here. So the reason Christian Prince he went to Germany because nobody is listening to him in those who speak English, but everybody listening to me is only those who speak English actually. Because simply I cannot communicate with people who speak German unless I get a translator. Now, me going to different countries is not something new. It's something I do for many years. And if we look at the map around us, I've been in all those countries in the front of us, including North America, South America, Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, many countries. And if you go, without counting how many countries in Europe I visited, in this trip alone, I visited, let us see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and tomorrow will be number 5. So tomorrow, I mean, actually today, I will be, at night, by night time, we will be in different country. So the Abdul is saying that I'm going to different countries because nobody listened to me from those who speak English, but that's very stupid to say. I went all the way to Philippines, Korea, China, now in Europe, I live in America, you name it. I mean, but the reason for Abdul to say what he said, and I'm trying to quote, but as it translates to me, that I am trying to spread my poison in Germany. And I don't know what the poison I'm spreading in Germany, because this idiot, he forgot that according to Islam, anything we Christians we do, Allah is responsible for it, for he is the one who wrote our destiny. In case you do not know what I'm talking about, Muslims believe in destiny, and everything happened in life according to Muslims. It happened because Allah, he decided that to happen. Nothing happened in this earth according to Muslims of our choice, and we showed you just a video before and the video before and the video before, tons of examples. And even the Quran says that Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians. So even if you accuse me of hate, go blame your God Allah, for he is the source of hate. And this can be found in Quran chapter 5 verse number 14. They told me in the video, he said that I don't speak good Arabic. This is very funny. Arabic is my first language. I don't read Quran very well. This guy don't even know how to say 2 words. Even his name is wrong. It's not Arabic. There is nothing. It's called Ramadan. His prophet do not know even how to read, how to write. I mean, look at the stupidity of those people. They are saying, oh, you do not know how to read correctly, but your prophet cannot even read his name. Not only how you can judge me if I can read correctly or not, if you yourself don't even speak Arabic. Very stupid, very funny argument, but I understand your pain. And here we spank your prophet every day. So what I'm expecting from you except pain and screaming and calling names. Now, I'm not going to waste my time with this kid. And he want me to send him my book in PDF, not only my book in PDF. That's the best joke ever. Any Muslim, he dare to debate me and he proved me wrong, he will get my books for free. This is my promise. I keep my promise. You did not even call me for a second, you idiot. So call me, debate me, at least speak to me for an hour. Hour, huh? You know what? I have an offer for this guy, and I want everybody to witness. If this man is man enough to call me and speak to me for 1 hour, expose as much as you can, you will get my books for free, regardless what you do. What I mean, you win, you lose, it doesn't matter. I will give you the books for free, but not in PDF. I will send it to you. Be a man and accept that challenge. Debate me for 1 hour, just 1 hour. You know, I know you are begging for free books because you are cheap to the point you don't want to buy. And you know, he asked his friends to go. You can search for the videos. If somebody from Germany, if you can pause the video, this idiot filthy, he asked the Muslims to go and give a bad review to my book, but yet he admitted he have not even 1 page of my book, because he's saying, I need your book so I can expose your lies. So how you were saying to everybody I'm a liar? That's mean you are the liar. You told people to go and give a bad review because the book is bad, but you never have the book. And you said it clearly, give a fake review. This is how fake you are, the same as your prophet. May Allah increase the size of his chair. Now, yeah, and he said, what they told me, you know, they told me that I am the student of Zakaria, Father Zakaria Butros. You see, I will be honored actually to be a person who learned from this gentleman, but I did not really learn from him. I heard him, you know, a few times, and he is a great, wonderful person, but he is not my teacher for a very simple reason, Abdul. I was working exposing Islam before even Zakaria Butros is even known in America. So obviously you are an idiot who do not know you are talking to who. I'm working in exposing Islam for long time. Since the internet started, I started in the internet, and before that I was doing it without the internet because simply there was no internet. But I respect highly Zakaria Butros. He's a wonderful man. He's a great knowledgeable person for those who like to learn. And you know, he got Muslims busted in many ways. And actually I learned some ideas from him about as an example, he is the one who discovered that the names of Allah, 99 names, are, you know, are not true, and he got the Muslim busted with that. So I did not really study that that part. It was Zakaria Butros who mentioned it, and nothing wrong. That's all of us, we learn from each other. He might listen to me, learn from me. I might listen to him, learn. You know, learning from someone else is not a shame, Abdul. You are a stupid idiot like your prophet. We should learn, and anyone who think he knew it all, that's mean he is stupid. I learn every day. When I read it from Al-Qurtubi, I'm learning from Al-Qurtubi. So who is my teacher? Al-Qurtubi. Okay, no problem. I'm learning from Al-Qurtubi. No shame to learn from anyone. I remember first time I got my computer, I turn it on. I don't know even how to turn it off. Like, so I know nothing about computers. I know nothing about software. So I was trying to turn the computer off from the same button where you know, turn it on. You know, it's like a switch. I thought you turn it off from there because I never use it. Nobody taught me. So it's normal. You know, a kid, he might teach you something. So it's very stupid of you to claim such a claim, because regardless who is the one who taught me, whoever I learned from, he is someone taught me. Al-Bukhari, he taught me. Your prophet taught me things. He taught me that Muhammad is an idiot. Your Allah taught me many things, that he is fake. So yes, I learn, and this is how life is. Nobody is born with knowledge except Jesus, the Messiah, who in the Quran, according to the Quran, spoke saying, I am the Messiah, I am the messenger of God, speaking to you. Speaking to you what? With knowledge. Muhammad took him 40 years, the idiot, to get a message from his God. And then Allah squeezed him 3 times. And after squeezing him 3 times, still Muhammad did not get it. He went to his wife. He told her, cover me, cover me. And he was snoring, sneezing, going crazy with fever, like a camel. And then he told his wife, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You know, obviously he's sick, he's mentally ill. And then we find that Muhammad, he was imagining himself having sex, but in fact he never did. So we learned a lot of things, my friend, and life is a process of learning. Yesterday, I said that bacteria have no water. One of you posted in the text, no, that bacteria has water. I did check it out. It's true, which means I was wrong. So this person, he taught me something. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I thought bacteria, because as I know, you cannot kill bacteria by freezing them. You can kill bacteria by heat. But how they can survive the freezing? I could not really understand. So I thought maybe bacteria don't have water. But so here we go. One of you, he taught me something, and I appreciate the person. Sometime I made the wrong pronunciation in English. One of you correct me. That's mean you are more knowledgeable than me in English, and that's very fine with me. I mean, why? What's wrong with somebody teaching someone? We all learn from each other, and I don't claim to be the person who is. I have a lot of knowledge about the. You see, let me tell you what my father he told me when I graduated from the Islamic core, let us say Islamic Sharia law or law degree. He said to me, I called them to tell them that I'm happy I finished. Today I graduated. My father, he said to me, you get a degree in farting. I was so upset, because imagine you work all those years to graduate, and then your father, he says to you, because he don't like what I was doing, what I'm studying, he wanted me to be something different, doctor, so it was not his wish, it was my wish. And actually I was punished for it. My father, he refused even to support me financially since I was in the age of 17, just because I chose after I finished my high school, to go and study the study he liked, which to be a doctor. So he said, you want to study that, then you are on your own. I said, fine. Since then I never took a penny from my father. So when he said to me, you get a degree in farting, I agree with him. Now I agree. At that time I was angry because I was saying like, okay, I finished, I'm proud, I get a degree, so somebody should say to me the opposite. We are proud of you. But he was unhappy because this is a degree in farting, and I agree totally. What I learned from Islam, I mean, Islam is a stupid religion. If we go right now to any Islamic website, what the question is, can I fart in the mosque? Huh? Shaitan, he do fart. Each time you call for a prayer, Shaitan do fart. This is Islam. Go right now and search in YouTube about farting in the mosque. You will find tons of Muslims, scholars supposedly, teaching you how and what is the rules of farting. Have you ever heard of religion like this? There's a guy, he got degrees in farting, because Islam is specifically, Al-Khomeini, he said to the Muslim Sunni that you have a huge library on bathroom knowledge, which means from the west and down. But the Shia are not better. They have a huge library in the same garbage. So when a Muslim speak about knowledge, me myself, I learn every day something new. You go through a book you never read before and you discover something new suddenly. Same, you read my book, you discover everything for you new, because simply you never been through those the history of Islam and the garbage of Islam. So learning from somebody is great, because this is how it is, my friend. Somebody have to learn from somebody, and no shame in that. So if you try to put me down saying, okay, Christian Prince, he learned from this guy, even if it's not true, I might learn even from him, from this Abdul something. You never know. He is an idiot, he's a stupid, but maybe he can fix my faucet. Maybe, but then no. But maybe he can he can teach me how to put a cotton in the anus of a dead man, because this is what Islam teach you. I never did that before, but maybe he did. If you remember, there's a story of a man who died, and the scholar, he says, this man is not dead, and he's a Muslim. The other Muslim, they said to him, how you know he is not dead? He said, because if you place your finger in his anus, if it is cold, that's mean he is dead. If it is warm, that's mean he's alive. And then the scholar continues saying, and after I said that, all the ones presented in the funeral, they started placing their fingers in the anus of the dead man. and they found that he was not dead. So maybe he is a, he have knowledge. Islam is a stupid religion, and to claim that you know it all, it's impossible, especially with thousands of Islamic sect. Muhammad, he said, my nation will be 73 sect. This is stupid, and the additional false prophecy of Muhammad. Nobody can count how many sect there is in Islam. It is impossible. Same time, every sect have different teaching, to the point they don't match in anything. You see, the ruling of marriage, even the Islam inside this Islamic Sunni sect is different. Divorce, rape, Sunni sect themselves, they don't agree with each other, and they don't, like, they call themselves Sunni, yes, but the fact their sect, which is born out of sect, they say to you, we have four Sunni sect, but the fact, this is absolutely false. There is tons of sect right now are born of the Sunni. As an example, the one who I wrote in my book, Quran and Science, about his false miracle, his name is Harun Yahya. I forgot his real name. He's arrested right now, actually. You see this guy, he have a bunch of belly dancers in his da'wah show to bring people to Islam. Women wearing almost no clothes, very short skirt, drinking whiskey and beer. And he said that bikini is the Islamic veil. That is a sect, and he's a Sunni. His sect believe in that. His sect believe that Allah did not forbid whiskey, Allah forbid wine. Show me where the whiskey is in the Quran. That's what he said. Show me where in the Quran it says women, they should not wear bikini. Where? The story in the Quran is speaking about the wives of Muhammad should not be exposed, and the reason for that exposure was Umar al-Khattab, who was spying at the ass of Sauda, where in the hadith he said, Arifnaki ya Sauda, Arifnaki ya Sauda. So he was spying at her, making fun of her ass because she is big, and making fun of her because he noticed her, or he saw her doing poo-poo, and with no shame he screamed saying, oh, we saw you, Sauda. Hey, Sauda, I saw you. So all what Muslims claim to be knowledge is knowledge of farting, garbage, and crazy. If I go right now and I try to understand this hadith in front of me, the Prophet said, when Shaitan hears the call to prayer, he turns back and break winds so as not to hear the call being made. Okay, hold on. So the purpose of Shaitan farting, that he will not hear the call of the prayer. Just to show you how stupid liar Muhammad is. You see, in order to cover a sound, you have to make a sound from the similar frequency. To make it simple for you, if I can hear music, and there is a whistle for dogs. I don't know if you know about it, which you cannot hear it, but dogs can hear it. Okay, so how I can cover something which is the call of the prayer, which is a human being voice, by farting, unless it is from the same kind of frequency, can be heard by a human being. So why we don't hear the Shaitan farting? I never heard of anyone hearing Shaitan farting. This is only in the fiction stupidity of Muhammad. And then the purpose of Shaitan not to hear, or the target is not to hear by doing farting. There is millions of Muslims calling for a prayer every day in the world, and now you are telling me Shaitan is going to fart all over the galaxy. Is that explaining the global warming? The people who they call themselves go green, keep talking about. Shaitan fart at least 5 times a day. When he hear 1.5 billion Muslims praying to Allah, that's the most stupid statement. Obviously, your prophet is a shish kebab falafel, story maker. This is a story. Even kids will not believe in it. They will laugh at it. I challenge any Muslim to make a cartoon about this. Who is the Muslim who is proud about what he's a prophet, and he is willing to make a cartoon about how Shaitan fart when you Muslims pray? And look at the connection between the fart of Shaitan and Allah name. You mention Allah name, Shaitan fart. Shaitan fart, Allah name is mentioned. That is even an insult, not only to human being brain, it's insult to your God. You just said that shaitan fought at your Allah name. Same time, uh, you know, your prophet, he is very wise, saying that if you stop calling Allah for a prayer, shaitan, he stop farting. Okay, read with me. And when he hear the iqama, he again run away so as not to hear its voice. And when it stop, he comes back to distract. But the hadith says that Muhammad, he was distracted by shaitan during the time he was praying, which means he was saying the name of Allah, yet shaitan is all over him. And the hadith says that Muhammad, he stretched his hands out so he can grab him. Obviously Muhammad is lying here. How shaitan run away and he fought because you say the name of Allah, and Muhammad is praying and shaitan is jumping over his shoulders? And how Muhammad learned this knowledge? Is that in the Quran? Allah, he sent the angel to say to Muhammad, hey, there's a connection between farting and shaitan. Is that explain why the mosque of Islam smells so bad? Is that explain why around the Kaaba you Muslim keep spraying perfume? They have 4 soldiers spraying perfume because the smell is so disgusting. People are sweating by thousands. Pagans kissing stones, licking stones. Shaitan piss in your ears. Shaitan sleep in your nose. Shaitan round himself around your penis. I mean, what kind of religion this religion is? None of you Muslims will ask himself what kind of stupid teaching this teaching is. Agree with me. Read. This is not knowledge. The guy is a questioning where Christian Prince he got it. He's wondering where the Christian Prince he learned. Where? Maybe Zakaria Butros. No, it's not Zakaria Butros. It's Zakir Naik, my friend. The Prophet PPBUH Mercedes-Benz said, if any one of you intend to have sexual intercourse with his wife, he should say, Bismillah, Allahumma jannibna shaitan wa jannibna. You have to say it in Arabic, by the way. You see, an idiot like this guy, I think he's Turkish, or a Pakistani, or Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik, now he's going to have sex with his wife. His wife, she take off her panty. Zakir Naik took off his panty, and he take off his bra, and now we want to have sex. He have to say this, otherwise there is a problem. You have to say, Allahumma jannibna, Allahumma jannibna shaitan, wa jannibna. What the what? قال لو أن أحدكم إذا أتى أهله قال بسم الله اللهم جنبنا الشيطان وجنب الشيطان ما رزقنا فقضى بينهما ولد لم يضره. How in the world you can believe in this garbage? If you say such a thing, shaitan cannot hurt your child. How is that? What you know? What is that? The Muslims believe. You can have the you have my book, Sex and Allah. You will see the reference. Explain all the hadith in connection with this one. That according to Muhammad, shaitan he wrap himself around the penis of a Muslim when he have sex, if he did not say this prayer. So this prayer is the first condom in the history. And you Western, you say you made the condom. It was Allah. The name of Allah is the condom of the penis of a Muslim. You say the name of Allah, you say this prayer will protect your penis. You don't do it, shaitan will wrap himself around your penis and he will be doing your wife. And then the shaitan, when he do that, he will make the wife pregnant, and this will be the son of the devil. And then this person, he is going to be a bad person, supposedly. Bad person, which means he don't kill. He don't join Al-Qaeda. He don't join ISIS. He don't believe in beating women or raping the kuffar. So this is your prophet. I mean, you Muslims are worried about why Christian Prince is going to Germany, but you are not worried about the stupidity you see in front of you. I want you Muslims to tell me, do you really practice this before sex? Do you really practice the prayer before the bathroom? Imagine we have a public bathroom. I never saw Muslims waiting outside the bathroom and making the prayer, because you have to say the prayer, otherwise shaitan is going to, you know, play with your anus. There's a video on YouTube, Sheikh explaining that. It's very funny. I wish I can play it for you. You would die from laughing. I played this video in the Philippines. People, they fell down in the ground from laughing. He explained how shaitan, like you think you want to go inside the bathroom for 5 minutes. No, shaitan is going and you know, I'm just, you know, and he says, and I'm quoting him, the hadith says, my brother, because everybody is laughing. So he's saying to them, it's not me, I'm not stupid. It is your prophet that's stupid. Why you are laughing? The hadith says. So my friend, this is Islam, and you have no answer for anything. How you can really accept yourself to be follower of such a cult, such a garbage religion? What is the knowledge in this religion? All my knowledge, as you see, it's about farting, because Islam is a religion about farting and garbage. You know, having sex, shaitan will wrap himself around the penis of a man. What is that? You know, if we go right now, let me see. All the hadith is the same, but we can grab any one of them and go to the Arabic, because in the Arabic, you know, section, in the Arabic books, you will see the story coming more clear. Look at the title of the book. Look at the title. Chapter to recite in the name of Allah during every action and on having sexual relationship with one's wife, or like with your wife. I mean, you imagine, this is a book. This is the title, and they say to us that the Song of Songs is what is that? In the name of Allah. You see, I don't want to use a dirty word, but do you know what I'm saying to me? You are saying to me, oh, in the name of Allah, I'm going to do. I mean, what is that? Even this, in the name of Allah, why? Why Allah put his nose between your penis and the vagina of your wife? And Allah could not protect you, could not find a better way to protect your penis from the shaitan, except you have to say this prayer. Okay, let me ask you a question. As long as this prayer is necessarily so that the son will not be the son of shaitan. Muhammad father, he was not a Muslim and he did not say this prayer. That means Muhammad himself is a son of shaitan. Obviously, Muhammad himself, he never thought about this. He's an idiot. Let us see. Alhamdulillah, Muslim article about how to pray to Allah, and why is that? But it doesn't say really much. Let us see if we can find. What will happen if I forgot to say the prayer before sex? What will happen? Fatwa number 135477. Okay. Question. I heard from before that if you forgot to say this prayer before the intercourse, that say shaitan is going to see our anus and our private part. Is that correct? And do I need to say this prayer if I want to just play with my wife and I want to see her, you know, bum bum bum? The answer, Alhamdulillah. First of all, it was made as an order for the one who want to do jima, sex, to say Bismillah Allah, Allahumma jannibna ash-shaytana wa jannib ash-shaytan ma razaqtana. It is mentioned by Al-Bukhari, hadith number 6388 and Muslim 1434. And Ibn Abbas said, if one of you wanted to have sex with his wife or his family, and he say this prayer, Allahumma, etc., then he cannot do anything between them when he have a son, and this son will not be hurt by shaitan. different story. In the story of Al-Bukhari, Shaitan cannot hurt him and he cannot control him. Different story. Let us see. I'm just trying to see the all now, and then now they are the same, repeating the same. Oh, here maybe we can find here in the second section, because I want to show you where it says Shaitan, he round himself around the penis of a Muslim man. Okay, let us see. Look like in this website they are not saying really. I will try to find it. Maybe I will make a video just about this this topic here. But anyway, if you have my books, you have tons of reference about that. But I wanted to show it to you in front of you, so you can see with me what I'm talking about. Let us see if I can search. I don't like to mention something without really finding it. Let us see. Here we go. هذا الحديث. Or here we go. Let's see. الكتاب صحيح البخاري فتح الباري في شرح صحيح البخاري. Now this idiot, this stupid Abdul from Germany, Ramazan, he will say to me, oh, I opened Sahih al-Bukhari, it doesn't say that. Abdul, when I mention my books, you idiot, the word Sahih al-Bukhari does not mean this is book of Sahih al-Bukhari. This is a book about Sahih al-Bukhari. As an example, this one. فتح الباري شرح صحيح البخاري. Here says الكتاب صحيح البخاري كتاب النكاح. You see here, even themselves, they are saying this is Sahih al-Bukhari, Kitab al-Nikah. But remember, I'm reading from the book, it's called Sharh al-Bukhari. Because this idiot, he will say, oh, where can I put the number? Read with me carefully. He is explaining how it happened. Let us search for it for fast finding. No. Let us see. Search. إحليله. I don't know why it's taking me to the wrong place. I know in the front page it appears. Let us see here. It says فلوي أي شيطان أحليله على أحليله. Here we go. This is different one. يلتف الشيطان. I want to show it from this website because the Muslims, they look like they like with this website. You know. Here we go. إن الذي يجامع ولا يسمي يلتف الشيطان على إحليله فيجامع معه. The one who do have sex and he don't say those words, Shaitan will round himself around his penis and he will have sex with him, which means he will have sex with his wife. So this is not my statement. Read with me carefully. I'm zooming in so everybody can see what I'm talking about. إن الذي يجامع ولا يسمي يلتف الشيطان على إحليله فيجامع معه. If you don't do that, Shaitan will round himself around your penis and he will be doing your wife with you. So this is the benefit of having such a prayer. I mean, how in the world you can believe in such a garbage that shaitan is going to have sex with your wife? Actually, the Muslims believe one of their fiction stories that the wives of Prophet Solomon, because in Islam Solomon is a prophet, the wives of Solomon, all of them been raped by shaitan, but they did it willingly, which means it's not really rape. Allah allowed shaitan to take the shape of Sulaiman, and then he slept with all the wives, and then the wives, they noticed that Sulaiman, he changed, he is so good in sex. Before he was not. This guy, the new man who looked like Sulaiman, but they did not know that this is not Sulaiman. Remember, he was so good and he never stopped. So they reported that to the elders and the ministers, and they told them, our husband changed, he don't stop having sex. How that can be? Then the elders, they noticed that there is something fishy then about this person who claimed to be Sulaiman, who took over the kingdom, having sex with the wives, even the wives of the prophet having sex with shaitan. How you accept that? Because remember, shaitan, he took the place of Sulaiman for many years, until Sulaiman, he got the ring back. In case you do not know, Sulaiman, he went to the bathroom, and when he went to the bathroom, he gave his ring to his wife, and her name is Jarada. Let me see if I can find it in English first. I can find. Well, maybe it will be hard to find it in English here, but you never know, we might get lucky. Anyway, just to make it simple, when Sulaiman, he went to the bathroom, he don't take the ring of Allah with him, because that is a sign of disrespect. So he gave it to his wife, which he trusts. Her name is Jarada. And then when he was in the bathroom doing poo, shaitan came, and then you know, he came in the face or the look or the clone of Sulaiman, and he told the wives of Sulaiman, you know, I am Sulaiman, give me the ring. She gave him the ring, he became the king. As simple as that. You can make this movie as a cartoon movie. Wonderful. And then Sulaiman, he lost his kingdom, and he went working as a putter in the port. He carries things for people, and one day a guy, he bought like few fish, and he told him, Sulaiman told him, if I carry the fish for you from the market to your house, what you will give me? The guy, he said, I will give you a fish as a payment. Sulaiman, he carried the fish for him, and went all the way with this guy, where he gave him the fish. Let's see. This is the book of Al-Iman. All right. So in the website of Al-Iman, the book name Al-Kamilu fi Tarikh. Okay, Dhikrun Malik Dawood. This is the story in front of us, how he took the ring of Sulaiman, and how this guy, blah 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 blah. It's okay. If we read the story in details, you will die from laughing. Okay, let's see. When Sulaiman, sorry, hold on. This is David now. The story here about David. And then if we go down, we will see Sulaiman. And by the way, the Muslims, they make fun of David in the Bible. They say that David, he did send a husband to war, so he will be killed. The Muslims believe in the same story. They see the stupid, they are making fun of it. It's in front of us. It says, when David, he heard about the beauty of the wife of a man, his name Uriah, he wished that she can be his wife. So and it happened that Uriah, he was sent to do jihad, you know, the same story. And then here you will see that David, he said, that today my I'm going to sleep with 99 wives, and the Quran called them goats, and I will make from every woman a child so he can go to jihad. But anyway, we want to go to the story about the ring. Let us see where is the story. Here we go. ذكر غزوة جرادة ونكاحها وعبادة الصنم في داره وأخذ غاتب. Okay, here we go. It's been told that Suleiman he heard about a king who he's a king of an island of the sea, and then he liked to go there and blah 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 blah, and then the wind carry him. Muslims believe that Suleiman have a flying carpet, and then he came down with his army, and then he killed the king, and he took all the money of that king, and then one of the booties he took, it was a daughter of that king. Nobody saw someone beautiful like her, and then he took her to himself and he invited her to Islam. This is Muhammad. This is David. Sorry, this is Suleiman, the version copy of the Muslim Suleiman. He went to an island, he killed the king, he killed his soldiers, he killed everybody, he raped the women, and he take now the daughter of the king and he raped her. And then he told her, you better convert to Islam. And then she became a Muslim, and he became in love with her so much. The story, it's the continue. And then one day, let us see what happened. So Shaitan, he played with his what they call it, the flute, the one that the shepherd they play with, the machine for music. So the Shaitan, he played with it, and then he made an image like the image of Suleiman. All right. And they made her dress. Actually, this is about her, the women. Sorry, the story here is different from the one I read in another book. And here they dress her as the clothes of her father. And when Suleiman, he came out to check in his sex slaves, Jawariha, okay. It's I mean, this stupid story. I don't know what to read, but I'm trying to find okay. This is need really. You know what? I'm going to save this to my bookmark, because this is need long story. However, in this story here, إذا أراد أن يصيب امرأة فيسلمه إليها حتى يتطهر. When Suleiman, the story here, it says, when Suleiman, he don't take his ring unless he want to go to the bathroom, or if he want to have sex with the women. So he leave the ring with this woman, and his kingdom was in his ring, which means the power of his kingdom in the ring. And once he enter the bathroom to do poo-poo, and he gave his ring to her, which means his wife. And Shaitan came to him. His name is Sakhar. Shaitan name is Sakhar. To translate to you, his name is Peter. The Shaitan, his name is Peter, because Sakhar, Peter means Sakhar, the rock. So his name is Sakhar, and he is a genie in the image of Suleiman, and he took the ring. And when Suleiman, he get out to go to his chair, and he took the ring, and then he went to the chair of Suleiman, which means he made himself the king, and he is in the image of Suleiman, which means the Shaitan, he took the image of Suleiman, and he sit in the chair of Suleiman. And then all the genies and a human being, they are under his command. Then Suleiman, he get out, which means he get out of the palace. I mean, look how silly the story. I mean, if we have now two guys look like Suleiman, shouldn't the people see that there's two guys now, there's something wrong? No, the real Suleiman, he get out from the bathroom, he saw what happened, he run away. I mean, this is stupid. He will not scream, he will say, I am the real one, this guy is a Shaitan. What's wrong with you? He can say things nobody knows, the wives knows only. So Suleiman, he got his clothes, he changed his clothes, and he left the palace. And he changed even his look. And no, actually, look what it says. And he found himself, his look changed. Suleiman, he found that his look changed, which means Shaitan was able to change the look of Suleiman. This is amazing. Look, Shaitan is Allah. He's the God of the Muslims. Because how Shaitan can change? Okay, Shaitan changed his look, but he can change the look of Suleiman too. And then he says, my ring, my ring. And she said to him, who are you? Which means the wife. He said, I am Suleiman. She said, you are a liar. You are not Suleiman. Suleiman came and he took the ring already from me. And now he is sitting in his bed. And then Suleiman, he noticed that he made a mistake. So he went out and he starts saying to children of Israel, I am Suleiman. I am Suleiman. And they throw rocks and dust at him, which means they make fun of him. Nobody believe him. Then he went to the seaside and he started carrying the fish of the fishermen. And every day they pay him as payment 2 fish in return. So this guy, he worked with the fishermen, he carried their fish, and the whole day he worked like a donkey, and the payment is 2 fish. And he sell 1 fish to make bread, and he eat the other one. And it was this case for 40 days, according to the story, you know. So 40 days, Shaitan is having sex with the wives. All right. Anyway, you can read more reference in my book. Here the story is getting in more silly details. Let us see. The elders here, they decide. They notice that there's something fishy about the Shaitan who cloned Suleiman. So the elder, they said, okay, let us enter to his wives and ask them about things, like something wrong he is doing. So they went and he found that he is doing, like, you know, obviously he is doing something in sex is not right. All right. And then when they said to him that what Suleiman, the new Suleiman, is doing, the guy, he said, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, which means I seek refuge by Allah from what he is doing. Obviously he is having sex with him like crazy. Anyway, so the story continue, and then Suleiman, one day he got 2 fish as usual, and one he sold it and he kept the other one. But look what happened. And when Shaitan, he noticed that they notice about him, or they learned about him, that he is a fake Suleiman, he fly. Shaitan fly. Shaitan can fly. Yeah. From his the palace of Suleiman. And then he went by the sea and he threw the ring in the sea. And then a fish swallowed the ring. And then a fisherman fished the fish, which is swallowed the ring. And then Suleiman, he carried in that day a fish, or he carried the fish as usual. And this guy, he gave him 2 fish. One of them is the one, when he opened it, he found his ring. He opened the fish to eat it. He found his ring inside. So he took his ring and he put it in his finger, and they bowed down to Allah. And then all the genies and mankind start going to serve him, because now he became the king again. I mean, you make fun of the king of the ring, you make fun of the Lord of the Ring, whatever you call it. This is the story is taken from here. And this is what the Muslims, believe in. This is the same garbage. Here the same, the same story. Yeah. Islam is nothing but a collection of stupid legends, and all of this you can find, by the way. Muhammad, he took many stories from the legend of the Jews. The Jews, they have many fiction stories. They tell them to their kids. Suleiman have a flying carpet. Muhammad, he heard it, he believed it. Suleiman have a ring. Muhammad, he heard it, he believed it. Suleiman, he controlled the genie. Suleiman, he controlled magic. Suleiman, he have an army of chicken, Suleiman, he have birds who they are ministers. These are stories for kids. Only donkeys will believe in them. The story in the Quran about Suleiman, he heard an ant. You can find it. There is a book. It's called The Legend of the Jews. Go and read it. It's for free in the internet. So all those stories, Muhammad, he took it from the Jews, which is a fiction stories. Only donkeys will believe in it. And Muhammad, he put it in his religion as if it is coming truly from the true God. Let us say another way, Muhammad was a victim of the fiction stories of the Jews, including the punishment of the grave, including many, many things. Uh, anyway, it's very clear that Muslims, they have a really, you know, they believe any garbage. And now when you start digging in their books, they will say to you, we don't accept this story. Who is the one will say I don't accept the story? The educated one. This story was repeated, taught, told, believed in for the last 14 centuries. I remember once when Abdul, his name is Osama Abdullah, he came to my when I used to be doing chat room in Palto. He said to me, who believe in magic except the stupid ones? I said, are you sure? He said, yes. Okay. Well, I told him, but the Quran says there is magic. He said, no way. What are you talking about? So I showed him the verse in the Quran. And the Quran teach that Sulaiman have control of magic, Shaitan have control of magic, and the one who taught all mankind, including the genie, magic, it was two angels. One of them is Harut and the other one is Marut. Chapter 2, verse 102. As you see in the front of your eyes. And why Allah he taught the angels? Allah he opened a school in the Babylon. Why the name of the Babylon here appear? The Babylon. The Sabians believe that God he sent, or gods they send angels, and you know the Sabians they have like ranks of creatures, like there is gods who create, there's gods who they have jobs. So they send two angels in the Babylon tower, and the purpose is, and their name is Harut and Marut, and the purpose is to teach magic. So a man and wife divorce each other. Let me sorry. My throat went dry, sorry. So Harut and Marut, they are angels sent by Allah to open a school, university for magic, the same as in Harry Potter movie. Before you join the school, they will make you sign a disclaimer. They say they will not teach anyone, but neither of these, which mean the angels, taught anyone such a thing without saying we are only for a trial. So don't blaspheme, and and then they teach you. So they make you agree with disclaimer. This is just a trial. We will teach you. You like to learn? Okay, we will teach you magic. And to do what? We teach you magic so you can make a husband and wife fight so they get divorced. I mean, what kind of God does God here do such a thing? He sent two angels to down in the earth. He opened a school teaching people how to make husband and wife fight and they end in divorce. This is the purpose of the school. And then he says, but they could not harm anyone except by Allah permission. As you see, Allah permission. So magic is done by a human being. He learned from Shaitan. Shaitan learned from the angel. At the end of the day, all of the harm is done by Allah. It's Allah who gave a permission for the Shaitan, for the angels to teach magic and to practice and to hurt others. This is why when the Muslims they blame me, as you see, it's done by Allah permission. What's your problem? Don't you believe Allah permission? Are you and this is telling us that Islam is a false religion, because if every harm done by Allah permission, well, why Allah is allowing me to harm him then? And why he asked the Muslims to kill me then? I mean, you allow me, you make me do it, and the Muslim believe in destiny. If you remember the hadith of Adam, where it says that Adam he commits sin because Allah he made him commit sin, it was his destiny. So you made me commit destiny, you commit sin, do sin, it was my destiny, and then you want to harm me for doing what you taught me to do, what you ordered me to do, what you forced me to do. This is why I say Islam is a stupid religion. It's a cult born out of many cults. Islam is a collection of cults. Nasara, which is a fake Christian belief. This is why Muhammad cannot even understand what the Christians believe, and he thinks the Christians believe that Father son and wife, her name is Mary. This is what he believed. Muhammad never mentioned in his Quran that the Holy Spirit is in the Trinity. What Muhammad, he believed that the Christians believe that there is Mary, there is Jesus, and there is the husband of Mary, which is Allah. But none of the Christians believe in that. So Muhammad, he himself is born out of many cults, many fictions, many stories, many false religions around him, and from them he tried to make a religion, and supposedly he is the one who want to guide everybody for the right thing. So Christians don't say God is a tree, but he's talking about Mary. But none of us believe in such a garbage. We don't believe in that. Oh, you know, I remember the dad, he said, not a single Jew believe that God is a Trinity or God have a son. Not a single Jew. And this is the dad, the video in YouTube. But the Quran says that the Jews believe that Allah have a son and his name is Uzair. And neither the Jews, neither us believe in Allah anyway. And who is Uzair? Where Muhammad got Uzair from? Can we find Uzair in the Quran, in the Torah? We cannot find such a thing. وقالت اليهود عزير ابن الله وقالت النصارى المسيح ابن الله. So Muhammad is talking about the Jews. They have son of Allah, his name is Uzair. And the Nasara, not the Christians. Muslim, they translate the Christians. The Nasara, which is a false sect of Christianity. And read with me. The Jews call Uzair a son of Allah, and the Christians call Christ the son of Allah. But obviously there is a wrong information there. Find me one Jew believe in someone, his name is Uzair and he is a son of God. Just one. Don't tell me from all the Jews in the world, not even one of them believe in this garbage. The only answer is that Muhammad, he met the Jews who they are maybe believing in Jesus, and he called the name wrongly. The same he called the name of Jesus as Isa. Mostly Muhammad, obviously he got Isa from Isos, from the Greek language, and he got the word gospel as Injil. And that makes sense that both of them, they are coming from the Greek language. And this is telling us that Muhammad knew nothing about Jesus. He knew only what he heard from someone he learned about Jesus from the Greek language. He did not learn about Jesus from somebody is a Jew who speak Hebrew. Otherwise, why he is calling Jesus Isa? And why he is calling the gospel of Jesus in the Greek name? Why he don't use a Hebrew name? You notice that the Torah is called Torah in the Quran, which means the name is correct, and the Injil is a correct name actually, but it is not the Hebrew name. But the Muslim, they claim that Jesus or Isa is a messenger, only was sent to the Jews. So how his name is not a Hebrew name? His name is Isa or Isos, and his book name is a Greek book. Anyway, I cannot continue. Sorry, my voice is going dry. I have a long trip to go through. I will be most likely I will not be able to do any broadcast until I am back to the state, and that will be almost more than a week. The place I'm going to, the internet is really bad, and I will try. You know, I will do my best if I can. But if I could not, just guys don't be worried. I might be away I will be in the state by September 7 evening or night, and you know, I mean September 7, September 8, something like this, and then we will start doing our live show again. We will take phone calls as usual, Skype, and things will be better. For now, I'm just using little tiny tablet, taking it around with me to do my broadcast. I want to say thank you for all those who join us and all those who support what we do. And feel free to read my books if you like to learn more about Islam. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.